What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my RAW Detroit review. Just ended like 5 minutes ago. So here we go with my RAW Detroit review. First, I'm going to read my Twitter poll. Rate tonight's RAW Detroit. 50% gave it, the final segment, that it was good shit. And I agree it was. Rest of the show to me was just weak. A very soft, S-A-W-F-T, soft, very soft show. What I mean by that is it was lame. It was weak. It was soft, like lame as hell. Not that exciting. So I was meaning soft as a put down. It was a very soft, weak Raw going into WrestleMania 3 weeks away. Only 2 more Monday Night Raws left before we go to WrestleMania 33. The show was weak, but there were a few things that I enjoyed. So here we go with my Raw poll. As I said, 50% voted the final segment was good shit. 18% voted it was a C-, 18% voted it was a B-, 14% voted it was a D. So there's my Twitter poll. And I'll check back on it before I'm done with the review. Here we go with the review. Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar. First, there's a recap of last week. Lesnar picking up Goldberg, F5ing him. And Goldberg took about 5 or 10 minutes to get up. The guy's not used to taking a bump. And also, I think he's 50 years old. So, after that recap, Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar's music hits. Lesnar comes out, gets a pretty good pop. From Detroit, Paul Heyman promo. As usual, Heyman is yelling a lot. Couple Goldberg chants. More than a couple Goldberg chants. Heyman gets angry, yells, "Shut the hell up." That was good. So then he brought up how Goldberg's Brock's bitch and Goldberg's not here tonight. So, good job, by the way, having your champion not be on the last 3 Raws before WrestleMania. Hopefully Goldberg shows up for the next 2. Or at least one of them. So then up next we had Stephanie and Mick Foley backstage segment tonight. Stephanie's telling Mick, as GM tonight, you must fire somebody. That you must fire someone on the roster. I don't know why, but she wanted somebody fired. So then Stephanie says to Mick Foley at the end of it, can I count on you? And Mick Foley says, yes, you can. Or she says, I know I can count on you. Up next we had Dana Brooke taking on Sasha Banks. Dana did not even get a ring entrance. That was pretty funny. Dana then loses very quickly within like 1 minute. I'm not joking. One minute, maybe 2 minutes. Sasha defeats Dana Brooke, and then Charlotte comes out, starts yelling at her on the microphone that she knew she couldn't count on her, and that Dana's a loser. Dana had enough. Dana turns on Charlotte, and I was surprised. Then there were some stupid Dana chants. After Dana turned on Charlotte, some fans were actually getting behind her. Hey, that's okay. If some fans out there are fans of Dana Brooke, that's okay. You can be fans of her, but I just don't get it. Why anybody would be a fan of hers. But because, in my opinion, she can't wrestle, and she's not ready to be on Raw or pay-per-views. Nia Jax is 1,000 times more ready than Dana Brooke. So Dana actually got some Dana chants. I couldn't believe that. Why? Why did you chant for Dana Detroit? You're stupid. So up next, Cruiserweight action. Tony Nese and Brian Kendrick against TJ Perkins This is actually a TJ Perkins shirt from Impact Wrestling. It's a Manic shirt, but you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Does this mask, this looks like suicide to me. Look at it. Maybe that is Manic. I don't remember what his mask looked like, but it looks like suicide to me. That was actually a TJ Perkins gimmick before he came to WWE in Impact Wrestling. TJ Perkins and Tozawa. Okay, Cruiserweight Tag Match. Tony Nese and Brian Kendrick win. Tozawa's great. I love the guy. Love his style. And Tony Nese is great. I don't care for Kendrick or TJ Perkins. Even though I'm wearing a Manic shirt, it's a cool shirt. That's why I'm wearing it. I don't hate TJ Perkins. I'm just not a big fan of the guy. He's kind of boring to me. Good wrestler, good cruiserweight, and he's just boring to me. So then we have Gallows and Anderson backstage with Charlie being interviewed, and it was kind of stupid. They were calling somebody dorks. I don't remember who. I think Enzo and Cass, they were calling dorks. So up next we had Kevin Owens come out, cut a pretty long promo. It was very good, hyping up his match with Jericho at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens promo. And then out came, first we had a recap of Kevin Owens showed us what he did to Jericho, turning on him in Vegas at the Festival of Friendship. So then after that, video played, Owens talked a little bit more. And then he's joined by his partner, Samoa Joe. And at one point, Kevin Owens, during his promo, says, Jericho had the tears of Jericho. Cry it in, man. That is pretty funny. So then it was Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. That is a dream team. That's a hell of a team, if you're asking me. Against Sami, Zayn, and Jericho. Kevin Owens, this ended in a DQ. I was about to say Owens and Joe won, but no, it ended in a disqualification. Sami Zayn did a dive over the top. Was selling his knee like he injured it, like he tweaked it, whatever. He was selling his knee. I kind of thought he was injured. But then he gets back in the ring, and he's punching Joe on one leg, and then Kevin Owens, the great heel that he is, I'm not a fan of the guy anymore. He's still boring to me. But he's a great heel. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not a fan of Kevin Owens, but the guy's a great heel. I'll give him that. I'll give him his respect. Clips the leg of Sami Zayn, the injured leg. That was awesome. Because that's what heels do. They get great heat. Doing stuff like Owens does. Anyways, disqualification, the ref stops a match because Sami Zayn couldn't go anymore. So up next we had Jinder Mahal backstage. Comes up to Mick Foley's begging him, please don't fire me. This was pathetic. Just made Jinder look pathetic. He's begging Mick Foley, don't fire me, please. He says, nah, I got rid of Rusev as my tag partner. He was a monkey on my back and I want to be alone now. Or he says, please use me because I'm alone. And Mick Foley says, fine, Jinder. Jinder Mahal, you will face Roman Reigns tonight. I believe that's the match he made. So then we had the New Day segment, backstage. New Day at a talk show. And their guest was Big Show. This was stupid as hell. This segment pissed me off because all they did was talk about the Jetsons movie. WWE's Jetsons movie is pathetic. I understand they had to sell the movie. And I'm sure a lot of kids will buy it. But as a fan, 33 years old, I don't care about the Jetsons WWE movie. I could care less. It was a stupid segment. It was way too PG for me. It was pathetic and boring as hell. And Big Show's talking about the Jetsons movie, and then Titus O'Neil appears, and then it just got worse. Too much talk about the stupid Jetsons movie. So then we had a number one contender tag team match. The winner gets a tag title shot at WrestleMania. Well, I knew a team wasn't going to win this because we're getting a triple threat tag title match. Enzo and Cass against Sheamus and Cesaro. DQ, whatever it's called, no contest. DQ, that's the same thing in my opinion. So DQ, no winner. I called it on Twitter. I tweeted it out that there would be a DQ and no winner because Gallows and Anderson interfered and the tag champs laid a beat down on them. So then they go to commercial and come back and Mick Foley is pissed. Mick Foley's backstage yelling at Anderson and Gallows. How dare you do that? You think it's funny. It's not funny. And then he says, at WrestleMania, you are going to take on 4 other guys for the tag title. So it's official, and watch it. Just watch it. Be on the kickoff show. That's no respect. As Rodney Dangerfield used to say, great old comedian that passed away a long time ago. Or, I don't know, maybe 10, 13, 14 years ago. Rodney Dangerfield used to say, I get no respect. Cesaro, Sheamus, Gallows and Anderson, Enzo and Cass are going to get no respect if their match is put on the kickoff show, and I believe it will be. There'll probably 3 matches on the kickoff because they're going to give the big matches a lot of time. If they have 4 or 5 big matches, they're going to give them a lot of time. And just throw probably both tag title matches for SmackDown or Raw will probably both be on the kickoff show. And that's pathetic. No respect to the talent. That's like slapping them in the face, in my opinion. So up next, as I said, Mick Foley's pissed, yelling at them, put him in the triple threat at WrestleMania, even though it'll be on the kickoff show. Roman Reigns now comes out. Roman Reigns comes out, is talking, or takes on Jinder Mahal. Roman against Jinder, or maybe that didn't happen yet. First they go to last week, Undertaker appearing. Choke, Braun leaves, out of respect for the dead man. And then Roman Reigns appears and tells Undertaker, this is my yard now. Big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake, little dog, telling The Undertaker, the Phenom, the Godfather of WWE, that this is your yard now. No, it isn't. If Undertaker is retired and he was 60 years old or 70, it'd still be his yard. And it wouldn't be your yard. So Roman says, last week, this is my yard. No, Roman, it's not your yard. It's Undertaker's yard, and he's the big dog. He's a real big dog. And he just took a dump in your yard last week and chokeslammed your ass. And I loved it. I love seeing that. So then up next we had Jinder versus Roman Reigns. And I don't remember who won. I don't care who won. It might have been I don't remember. Who cares? Roman... I might have beat Jinder, I can't remember, and I don't care. Because I don't care about either of these guys. So Undertaker's gong. Undertaker's gong goes off. Roman looks scared to death, like he shit himself. Turns around, looks at the stage. No Undertaker. I didn't expect Undertaker to appear, but it would have been cool if he did. So Roman looks scared, but he continues the match, and then after the match, he calls out Undertaker on the mic. He says, Undertaker, I'm right here. I'm waiting for you. Get out here. Instead, HBK Sexy Boy theme plays. Shawn Michaels, HBK, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's not number 1, but HBK is number 3 on my one of my all-time favorites. He's number 3. Anyway, Shawn Michaels appears. It was great to see him. This was a highlight of Raw Detroit because before Shawn Michaels appeared, I didn't care about this show. It was really boring and it was dragging on and on. Shawn Michaels appeared. Business picked up, in my opinion. Got more exciting. And Shawn Michaels comes out, gets a huge pop. Detroit going nuts, chanting HBK, HBK. Roman says, "It's good to see you, Shawn." I don't know why he had to say that. That was stupid. So Roman says, "It's good to see you, but why are you here? You are not the Undertaker." And then Roman also says, because Shawn Michaels said, "There's no way you're going to beat Undertaker. There's not a chance you're going to defeat Undertaker." And then Roman says back to Shawn, "Undertaker retired you." And then Roman says, "I'm the guy that's going to retire the Undertaker." No, you're not, Roman. And by the way, Undertaker's not retiring anyways. This year, I doubt it. So, who knows? Maybe this will be his last WrestleMania. But to go out on your last WrestleMania against Roman, I don't like that. If Undertaker does have his last WrestleMania, it should be going out on top, in my opinion, winning the WWE Championship, and then forfeiting it the next night on Raw and having a retirement for The Undertaker. That's what I would do for Undertaker. I would let him win the championship at WrestleMania. Then the next night, if he wants to retire and be done, I would give him a retirement episode of Raw. Throughout the entire Raw, have him show Undertaker highlights of his career highlights. And you could have the talent talking about The Undertaker and what he's done for the company and what he's meant to the talent. So, where was I? So after Roman says to Shawn, "I'm going to retire Undertaker," Braun Strowman comes out. This was great. He tosses, just drills Roman, tosses him, and Roman falls onto the side of the stage in a tiny little hole. He was just laying there. That was great. That was awesome. So then Braun is just staring at Roman on the stage, and Braun looks up at Shawn and says, "That could have been you. I could do that to you also." So then Mick Foley's angry. I believe this was after a commercial. Angry Mick Foley backstage, and Stephanie gives him a pep. And after Braun did that, there were chants of "Thank you, Strowman. Thank you, Strowman." That was great. That was awesome, Detroit. But earlier, it wasn't awesome, Detroit, when you started chanting for Dana. That was stupid. So, Mick Foley's backstage now angry, and Stephanie's giving him a pep talk why he has to fire somebody. It was stupid. And Mick Foley looked really pissed, like, I'm going to snap, I've had enough. So, I was happy to see angry Mick Foley. Because I knew he's going to go off on the microphone in the ring later. So now we had Austin Aries make his Monday Night Raw debut. Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived. A double taking on Daivari. Austin Aries wins. That was awesome. Up next we had Emma video package. Emma is coming back. Coming soon, Emma. Well, I hope it's not 15 weeks from now. I hope Emma comes back way before 15 weeks, because I miss seeing her. She's a hell of a talent. And she's a fantastic wrestler. She's one of the best wrestlers on the roster, and she looks fantastic. So I can't wait to see Emma back. Hopefully she comes back after WrestleMania on the Raw after Mania. That'd be nice. Just have Emma return, please, WWE. Have Emma return before 15 weeks from now. So next we had Big Show taking on Titus O'Neil, and they announced Big Show's in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and that he could win it again for the second time. I feel sorry for Big Show, because the guy is supposed to face Shaq, but he's not gonna. So he's put in the Andre Battle Royal. Good for him. I'm glad Big Show's still getting a spot at WrestleMania, because the guy deserves it. The guy got in great shape to face Shaq. And Shaq even got in great shape. And Shaq even appeared and got some abs. But Shaq's people, I guess, were talking in WWE. They couldn't come up with an agreement, negotiating. Shaq is not going to be at WrestleMania unless he comes out in the Andre Battle Royal and appears as a surprise like last year. Maybe he'll come out and face off with Big Show, and they'll be the last two in the Andre Battle Royal. I don't know. That could happen, but Shaq said it was WWE's fault that he won't be at WrestleMania. They're, I'm sure, fighting, arguing over money. It's a money issue. That's why Shaq and Big Show is not booked. And it's probably Shaq that's demanding a lot of money. And WWE, don't pay the guy. Do not pay him millions of dollars, because he doesn't deserve that. So Titus, Big Show, this was like 2 minutes long. And Titus got 3 choke slams. Big Show wins. And then stupid Michael Cole had to announce on commentary. He announces, well, Big Show won the WWF title in 1999 in this building in the Joe Louis Arena. Well, stupid Cole, Big Show did something else. But he was the Giant in his debut match, actually. This is his first ever match. And it was on a pay-per-view against Hulk Hogan. Stupid Michael Cole. Big Show won the WCW World Championship at Halloween Havoc 95 in the Joe Louis Arena. And before he did that, he fell off the roof, which was ridiculous. But looking back on it now, it's classic and it's damn funny as hell, and I'm glad I can watch that back on the network tonight. So Michael Cole, before Big Show won the WWF title in the Joe Louis Arena, he won the WCW title. You stupid ass idiot. But they don't want to mention WCW, I guess, because they don't exist to WWE. They don't want to mention WCW Halloween Havoc, I guess, on a Raw. Because Vince probably doesn't want to give WCW any credit of, like, they didn't do anything in wrestling. Like, they never existed. Big Show did exist before WWF, and it was in WCW as a Giant. And he won the title in the Joe Louis Arena in 95. So you should have mentioned that, you stupid idiot Michael Cole. So up next, we had Sasha and Belly segment. Sasha and Belly segment backstage. Sasha was really, seemed like she's turning heel. She is turning heel. This was great. Backstage segment between Belly and Sasha teasing that she's going to turn on Belly. I love it. I love that idea. I fucking pray that happens. So up next we had another women's match. Before that, we had Jericho with a pretty funny backstage promo. Jericho getting interviewed by, I forget the guy's name, he's new. So Jericho getting interviewed, and during his promo he says, "Okay, now you can go away, Tom Phillips." And the guy says, "I'm not Tom Phillips." And then Jericho looks at him, goes, "You are Tom Phillips." And Jericho goes, "You know what?" Jericho says to him, "Tom Phillips." And then Jericho pulls out a new list. In the back of it said the list of Jericho. So the list is back. That's awesome. The list is back. Jericho pulls out a new list, says, "Tom Phillips," I believe he said it like this, "Tom Phillips, you just made the list." And he puts him on the list. Whoever that guy is, I don't know his name. I'm sure he's decent at his job. So now the finals are Nia Jax and Bayley before the final segment, women's match. I've seen Nia and Bayley so many times, I don't really care anymore. But they worked hard together. They tried to put on a good match. And then they announced we're only 20 days away from WrestleMania before this women's match. 20 days away. That's insane and hard to believe. But it's true. It's damn true. So Nia Jax, Bayley, they worked hard. But I didn't care for the match. So this was the third DQ of the night. That pisses me off. That's unacceptable. To have 3 DQs on one episode of Raw. What we get? A DQ every hour? It was pathetic. And I'm not talking about Dairy Queen. I'm talking about disqualifications. That was way too many for one episode of Raw. So now the final segment. Mick Foley comes out with Stephanie, and Mick Foley is in the ring. Stephanie says, Mick, did you make a decision? Your decision, what is it? And Mick says, I thought about it. And Stephanie, he says, it's you, Stephanie. You're fired from Raw. Crowd pops huge. A lot of yes, yes, yes chants. Crowd loved it. And Stephanie says, no, you're wrong. I can't be fired. You're dead wrong. And then Mick says, it is you. He says, the talent doesn't deserve to be fired. He says, but how you been acting towards the talent and how you been ruling this place and messing up everything. Mick Foley says, you should be fired. You are fired. And Stephanie disagrees again. And then Mick Foley brings up Triple H and his henchmen, Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. And then Triple H's music hits, the King of Kings music. Triple H appears. This was good. This is when the segment started getting good, when Triple H appeared. So then Triple H faces off with Mick Foley. They have a lot of history. They had a great feud back in 99 and 2000. Their best match was probably the street fight at Royal Rumble 2000. Also, they had a pretty good match in a Hell in a Cell at No Way Out 2000. So Triple H, when he comes out, he gets a big pop. That is pretty funny because he's a heel. The crowd still gave him a big pop, and earlier they tried to chant CM Punk at Stephanie. Whoever did that, that's what I think you're pathetic. And then there were some CM Punk chants at Triple H. Maybe people do them because they're sick of Triple H and Stephanie on TV. I don't know if that's the reason, but still, if you're chanting CM Punk, you deserve that. You're a stupid idiot. You deserve to be punched right in the fucking face if you're still chanting CM Punk. And you're still not over that he left your ass. And if you're doing it just to annoy the talent, like Stephanie, Triple H, if you're chanting CM Punk because you're bored with a segment or match, or because you're chanting CM Punk because you dislike Triple H and Stephanie on TV, well, stop it. Just stop it. Instead of chanting that, you could just get the fuck up and walk the fuck out. That's pathetic. I am sick and tired of hearing CM Punk chants on WWE TV. It's time to quit that shit. Watch Brooklyn next week. I hope you're smart enough to not chant CM Punk at Triple H or Stephanie. You're better than that. All these different crowds in all these different cities, you are better than that to chant CM Punk unless you're a fucking mark of his and you're from Chicago. So, even if you're from Chicago, you need to get the fuck over it. CM Punk left your ass. The guy wanted to do other things. The guy's burnt out. Stop chanting his fucking name. And get a new favorite. So, the final segment, Triple H, Mick Foley, face-to-face. Triple H rips into Mick Foley big time. Rips into him big time. Brings up his daughter, Noelle. Brings up his son, who, I don't know if his son still works in the office. I don't know if he does. I don't know if that's even true. That could have been made up for Holy Foley show. They could have made up that storyline. I don't know if it's true. But it was good. Triple H was great. He was a great heel on the microphone. He's getting a lot of heat. Ripping Mick Foley. And then he told Mick Foley, just tuck your tail in between your legs and get the hell out of here. And then he says, if my wife, Stephanie, tells you to jump, you jump. That was great stuff. Great heel stuff on the mic from the game Triple H. The guy's still the game. The guy's a great heel. When the guy wants to be a great heel, he can be a damn great heel. And he was tonight. Triple H was awesome tonight. So then after that, Mick Foley's in the corner. He's like shaking, moving his legs like he's pissed, like he's going to explode. He's angry as hell. He's mad as hell, and he's not going to take anymore. So then Triple H is getting pissed, and he walks up to Mick Foley, goes up behind him. Mick Foley turns around. I knew this was going to happen. And Mick Foley, what am I looking for? I actually have Socko. I actually have a Socko, but I don't know where it is. That's why I was looking over there. Somewhere. Is it? I think here it is. I found it. So I knew Mick Foley's going to do this. And on my Raw review, or on any review, here is first appearance of Mr. Socko. Mr. Socko. There he is. Mr. Socko. I knew Mick Foley pulled him out, put him on, turns around, Triple H turns around Mick Foley, bam, Socko right in the mouth of Triple H, mandible claws, Socko in Triple H's mouth. Triple H was selling it really great. Falls down in the corner. Mick Foley says Socko on Triple H. He's not letting it go because Mick Foley snapped and he's not going to take it anymore. So Socko is still in Triple H's mouth. This looks pretty damn funny next to me, like it's another person, like it's human. So, Stephanie appears from behind Mick Foley, low blow to Mick Foley, he falls down, and then Socko goes away because Stephanie hit him with a low blow. Mick Foley's laid out, selling it, like he's really hurt and he can't get up. Or like he's fallen and he can't get up because he probably really can't get up. The guy needs hip surgery very soon. So I hope Mick Foley finally got up by now because I love that guy. So, low blow by Stephanie. Triple H, Stephanie stand up next to each other celebrating. They're happy. And then Seth Rollins, or Triple H, is about to destroy Mick Foley. He's rolling up his sleeves. And then Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Music hits. Got a huge pop. Rollins appears on the stage. Goes in the ring. Starts beating the crap out of Triple H. I was surprised that Rollins got so involved tonight. In getting so involved. Moving around. Getting involved in the action. So Rollins looked great. The guy, I'm sure he had a knee brace on. I'm pretty sure he did. Because it looked like he had a knee brace on. Rollins was moving pretty well. He came out with one crutch, like he's on one leg. And then he drops the crutch, or brings it in the ring. Punching Triple H over and over. Drop kicks Triple H. Triple H flies out of the ring. Triple H comes back in, gets punched, knocked down again by Rollins. But then Triple H took over. Grabs a crutch, smashes it over Rollins' leg and knee. That was sick. And I don't mean sick like Rollins is hurt. For real. I mean sick like that is a badass motherfucking heel. That smash a crutch over Rollins' leg. We all know Rollins. The guy's not 100%. The guy's probably, I don't know, 60, 70% by now. Maybe he's 50%. I don't know. But Rollins just smashes a crutch over his knee, over his leg. That just gets Triple H a lot more boos and heat. That was great. Then Triple H locks on a figure four. And then he smashed a crutch on his leg again. And puts on a figure four. Rollins is screaming, oh my God, please let me go, stuff like that. It was fantastic. Great fucking way to end this Raw Detroit. I enjoyed it. The highlights of the show were seeing HBK, seeing Sasha get a quick win. But the highlights were HBK, Sasha, and the final segment. That was some good stuff, in my opinion. The final segment was the best part of the show. It's a damn shame the rest of the show was pretty weak. Pretty damn weak. Except for HBK's appearance and Triple H, Rollins, and Mick Foley and Stephanie all in the final segment. And that was great. I enjoyed that. So this ends my Raw review. I would give this Raw rating, Raw Detroit. The final segment was fantastic. But the entire show, I would give it, I mean, the final segment, that was an A+, in my opinion. The rest of the show, I'd say is I'd give the rest of the show a D. Except for HBK appearing, that was awesome. So back to my poll results. Now 50% still, 50% thought the final segment was good shit. 18% gave it a C-, 21% B-, 11% D. Hope you enjoyed this Raw Detroit review. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate that. If anybody watches my videos, anybody watching this, I really appreciate you watching. I don't say it enough. Whoever watches, I really appreciate it. If I got 0 views, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. So whoever watches, hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy my videos, and thank you very much for watching and supporting my channel. Bye for now, everybody. Be back with a SmackDown Live review tomorrow because we're on the road to WrestleMania. So from now on, I'm going to do 2 or 3 more Raw reviews because of WrestleMania and 2 or 3 more Raw SmackDown Live reviews. Bye for now.